There's a saying that analytics are like bikinis. They show a bit, but they never show the whole picture. You can be overwhelmed with just the surface numbers. The thing that matters is what's actually behind the numbers themselves. So that's why in this video, we'll show you how we're integrating analytics into our venture Authority Gorilla. Welcome to the Build to Grow series. Over the past months, we went ahead and showcased the whole journey from positioning our new business, from designing it, writing copy, SEO, and basically every single step if you're taking a new business online. And now for the final episode, we're gonna be going ahead and seeing how you should properly track your website in order to have business outcomes in the long run. And quick personal story before we jump to the analytics part. A while back, when I started the studio, I went ahead, launched the website, added analytics, and I started having hundreds and hundreds of people coming to the website day one. I thought I must have done something right. This is incredible. But nobody converted. The average time spent on the website was like 10 seconds and maybe even less than that, 5 seconds. So people were basically waiting for the website to load and they left. And only after like a lot of months, I realized that there is a YouTube channel called Webflow. The person that runs the channel has 3 million followers. And that was the reason people were searching for his YouTube channel and not actually my business, and they were ending up on my website. So that's why it's really important to know your numbers, to know the numbers you're tracking in order to successfully scale your business. Because if you're not tracking what's good and what's not, you're not gonna be having a repeatable way to go ahead and continue scaling your business as the time passes. So let's go ahead and see which are the 3 tools we're gonna be using in order to track our website. And the best thing is all of the tools are completely free. The first one is of course Google Analytics. Then we're gonna be using DataGoat, and finally Google Search Console. Our first stop is going to be creating a GA4 account. You can go ahead and navigate to analytics.google.com and create a free Google Analytics account. We're going to be using this to gather the data and leverage DataGoat in the next step to showcase the important parts of the Google Analytics. After creating a Google Analytics account, we're going to go ahead and create a completely free DataGoat account. You're going to go ahead and navigate to datagoat.co and sign up for our service. We created DataGoat with a single goal in mind: to go ahead and help marketers actually understand what's happening on their website, and for them to be able to grow a lot faster by leveraging all of the data that they're gonna have on the website itself. So you're gonna go ahead and sign up completely for free, connect your Google Analytics, then you're gonna be authorizing your Webflow account to go ahead and have the data for your website. After connecting your Google account, your Webflow account, you're gonna get an empty slate like this because we don't have anybody visiting our website and we just created our Google Analytics property. But we need to go ahead and integrate the tag that's gonna be tracking all of the additional things like link clicks, form conversions, and many other additional functionalities that DataGoat is adding out of the box to our Webflow build. By clicking the Add Script panel here, we're gonna select an account, which is gonna be Authority Gorilla's property and the data stream, and we're gonna be copying the script. In just a few easy clicks, we're gonna be pasting the script in the head code on our project, saving this, and publishing the project. The next version of the app, this might happen automatically. So if you're watching the video and you don't have this step, don't worry. But for now, we added the code, which is gonna start tracking our website more than what Google Analytics tracks out of the box. So we're gonna continue having like where people click on the website, how much conversions we have, and have a much better overview of our analytics inside of Webflow. Let me show you how that looks. As Authority Gorilla has only a few visitors currently, I'm gonna go ahead and showcase how this looks like on our own website. If we go ahead and launch DataGoat, we're gonna see a simple panel where we can go ahead and see the traffic for the last 7 days, for the current page, for the whole website. We can see where are people clicking on the website, where are people going from our website, how much are people spending the time on our website, how much conversions we have, where are people coming to our website, which countries they're coming from, and which pages are the most popular on a website. In the next step of the video, I'm gonna showcase why is this data important. And then the final part in order to track your website properly is gonna be setting up your Google Search Console. All of these tools are really important to be added in the beginning because like later on, maybe you start having some successes and you don't have any data to figure out what actually happened. So it's gonna be a lot harder for you to replicate that and grow. So even though you might not have blog articles and like stuff like that currently, I strongly recommend creating all 3 of them and even the Google Search Console from day one. So you can see in the Google Search Console that even though we just launched this kind of a few weeks ago, we can already have impressions, like 1.3K people saw this on the homepage. We have people clicking on the website and stuff like that. And we can see for which queries they're actually searching for, so that we can understand how is basically all of this coming together and kind of how are people reacting to our service. Now that we have the analytics in place, we're gonna need to know which numbers to actually look at and to have our analytics feel less like a bikini. The first part is the total visitor count. Of course, like you're gonna want to track and create a G sheet where you're gonna have all of your visitors on a week-to-week basis and total visitor count. You can see an example of how we do this at our studio Flow Ninja. This is just a spreadsheet of like random numbers that we kind of pulled over, but like over the last 2 years, for every single week we run our studio, we have these numbers in place. And the first one is the total visitor count. After this, we have the visitor count without Serbia in place. I mean, like, we love our country, but that's not where our clients are coming from. We want to go ahead and make sure that we understand all of our marketing efforts, which are outside of our country. Are they going well? And is that increasing or decreasing? After that, we identified that our main priority for the website is for people to visit our Let's Talk page. We're identifying how much people do we have visiting the Let's Talk page, how much leads we're getting from that, and what's the conversion rate, so that we can have a simple metric to understand, is our website performing well. Then we usually like to add a note every single week to understand what actually happened. So we might say we threw a conference and then we saw a large spike in Serbia because like 1,000 people saw the website because they wanted to attend the conference. So we know, hey, this spike was related towards kind of the conference, and we can understand our marketing a lot better. In general, whenever you do see a spike in your traffic, it's probably not good, at least in my opinion. I mean, like, it can generate short-term revenue, like short-term leads, but you need to work on identifying how is your website going to repeatedly bring you business, so that based off of that, you can invest more and that you can scale your business in the end. So that's why I recommend adding a note every single week around what you've changed on the website, so you have a backlog to understand what might have kind of caused some of the problems. After that, we go ahead and follow the average session duration. We try to increase that more and more and more on a website. As people are gonna come to your website for some value, the more value you add on your website, the more people are gonna stay longer, and then in general, you're gonna have much happier clients and visitors. And DataGoat is also gonna allow you to have the final 4, which are going to be crucial for you to understand where to spend your focus on. You're going to be able to see where people click on the website. In our case, we saw that everybody's clicking on the pricing page. So that's why we're launching a 4th pricing page this year, because we want to go ahead and use all of the traffic we're getting from every single source. And like we identified, everybody's going to the pricing page. We want to capture that in the best way possible. So that's why we're continuously testing and changing the pricing page in order to capture most of those leads. After that, we go ahead and identify where do people come to our website and where they go after our website. With DataGoat, we can see which is the top page that people are leaving our website. In our case, that's Webflow, because we have Webflow banners that we're Enterprise Partner of the Year. We know that we want people to go to Webflow, see that, and maybe come back. So it's not such of a big of a problem in our case, but sometimes you might be leaving a link you didn't even know that thousands and thousands of people are clicking, going away from your website and never coming back. And the final part is going to be top pages. You need to understand which are the pages which people like the most. It might be that a recent blog is becoming trending in the last 7 days or stuff like that, or that you have a top performing blog, which you should maybe even rewrite, and that you should give it more love to be even that better with time, and that people get even more value out of the blog itself. And to sum everything up, I mean, like, one of the things that one of the business consultants I was working with told me is like, your business is as big as the numbers you're tracking. That's why in every single aspect of the business and even on the website, you need to have a solid tracking in place. And that's what actually helped our studio grow, let's say, from 1,000 to 20, 30,000 visitors per month on our website, by using these numbers, knowing what works, and that based off of that, we can replicate our successes by knowing our numbers in the end. So we have all of the numbers in place, and like, tracking the website is not an easy job. These are not going to be some magic numbers which are going to reveal everything, but it's important that we set up every single website we build on Webflow with these numbers in place, so that we can have more data to work with and to play with when we do continue growing our website. And that's exactly how we're going to be tracking Authority Gorilla, and how are we going to be tracking its success over like the coming months and years. And that's it for the Build to Grow series. We went from 0 to hero, and we have a live business. We actually started having employees. We have our first kind of SEO and content expert. We have our consultant from the US. So we actually have a real business, and we even got our first Calendly link schedule last week. So we wanted to showcase that it's possible to create a brand new website from 0 to be successful, so that you can see how you can do the same for your clients, for your business, or for the job role you're currently working on. And to finish the video off, if you want to go ahead and see how we help our clients save 20 to 30% on implementation costs and leverage Webflow for growth, we created a completely free webinar with all of the knowledge we've gathered over the years while working with some top enterprise companies. So you can go ahead and watch the free webinar here and continue learning more about Webflow and business.